Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vlad, and today I'm going to show you a couple of things. As you know, it's been a little while since I've done my last video. I've been very busy and I've been working on a lot of things. So first things first, I'm going to show you a few additions I did to my underground railway. I basically took the legs that I had of the above tables and I hid them so you don't see them anymore. I did it kind of in a clever way. I'll show you that. Second of all, I've worked on my amusement park. I've added a tunnel and a walkway above that gets the minifigures from one side of the amusement park to the other without crossing the tracks. Looks really cool, really detailed. Really like the way it came out. And third of all, I'll show you the expansion I did in my Lego room. I maximized the space by moving my Star Wars collection out and putting one additional table in there. So I'll show you that as well. So why don't we get started right now? And here we go downstairs into the Lego city, which is on the left side. We turn on the lights. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you what I did with what I added to the underground railway. That is, I've added posts. I've hidden the leg posts with columns, as you can see here. And I've connected it. So these are all the columns there, right here. And the way I did that is I'll take one out. I'll put it over here. Here's one column. I made basically a housing with some on hinges, and I've got a stud right here and a brick right there, so it closes and locks so it stays closed. And underneath here I've connected it with some jumpers. So if I connect this, I basically open it up, bring it over here and put it in around the posts, and then jumper it in position and then close it, and it's done. So I did that with all the posts, so it looks really good now. See these? And then underneath here I did it with the posts as well, so in the background you can see they're covered, and I think it looks really good that way. And instead of seeing the stainless steel posts of the legs, I see large posts like right here that cover up everything, even though at some point you can still see a little bit of the post right here at the top, but it's very, very little, and otherwise it looks really good. And here is my table. I'm working on the tunnel for the train and the overpass for Amusement Park. And you can see it, it's quite a disaster, but that's what happens when you need a lot of pieces. So far this is the tunnel, the train goes through it. I have a facade in front of it that I made with using hinges. It worked out pretty good. And I have the roof here. I used arches, and then I have a centerpiece that's a straight part that is fully arched, and then this is partially arched, and then I have plate here, and the plate will cover it. So if I come around here, you can kind of see the pattern. I use the pattern bricks, and here's the escalator to get up, I should say elevator to get up. And there's going to be some staircases that are going to be running from here down and down like that. And this is the tunnel entrance for the train. And this is my ballasted track for the amusement park train. And here's the cliff edge. So I'm going to do my cliff edge over here as well. I just wanted to show you from the top side how it looks. That's my tunnel, and there's going to be a surprise on top. I'm going to do something on top as well. So, and if you pull the train out, if I pull the train out, move it away from here, and I go inside the tunnel, right there, it looks, I think it looks pretty good. So that's it so far. That's my progress. I will continue on it and we'll see where we get to. And here is the finished front part of the amusement park, or the back end near the roller coaster. This gap here is for the roller coaster. This is where the park Disney themed train will run to, and this will be fitting onto the continuation of the park. As you can see, I have an elevator built and a set of stairs, the same ones as I have on the other side, and they put a tree here, and this is sitting on a cliff edge, rocky edge of the side, and the stairs come up, and then I have a rocky edge facade on the back, and the railway. This was a challenge to make because it was on an angle and the roof is kind of curved, but I think it turned out well. And then there's another edge. This is where the roller coaster structure sits, right next to it. And I put the fun Ferris wheel on top, and that kind of makes it a little bit more scenic ride because it's elevated up above the park instead of just being at the same level. I thought that works well. And then I have the tunnel coming out right here, and above it I have the another elevator shaft that is in, the doors are on the opposite side, and then the doors are on the side here. So this elevator has two separate doors. You can see it right there. Right there. And then it comes out. So this basically ensures that the minifigures can cross across the track safely. And then as it comes out of the track, there's the Disney station here, just near the entrance of the tunnel. And then I have some trees here, and this is kind of goes into the Chinatown area of the city. And then I have a nice little kind of a flower garden in front of the, it's kind of what I had before, in front of the path that leads from the stairs. And this is where the merry-go-round will go. So that basically gives you an idea of what this whole thing looked like. Now it's in Mills plates, so it can be taken apart. And if you go to the back here, just to show you what the back looks like, as you can see, it's kind of like the facade of the Disney rail station. Here's the back side of the tunnel. So I use these nice semi-curved 1x2s, profile, I guess. And then this is the curvature on hinges. And this is the cliff area. And this is the back of the stairs leading away, and this is where the food area is. So here you can see the escalator right here on this side here. So now the minifigures can go up around the stairs, up above, across, and down. And there's a hot dog stand there. And if I come around here, then you'll be able to see the whole thing. This was a lot of work and a lot of material. This probably took about 3 to 4 weeks of intense work. So I think it turned out well. I like the way the tunnel turned out. Looks very good. And the cliff. And I think this will be really nice in the amusement park. And you'll see kind of how it all integrates with the roller coaster and everything. Here we are, filled with minifigures now, before I put it into its new home. So there's lots of minifigures now climbing the stairs at the top. And there's a hot dog stand, lots of interest in hot dogs. And if we go by, there's a minifigure even eating a hot dog. And keep going. There's a family looking over at the roller coaster, which will be in place. Then we go down here, and there's minifigures climbing the stairs. There's a few families here looking at the, interestingly enough, looking at Mickey Mouse and company across from the tracks. And there's a female minifigure taking a photograph of a family at the amusement park, probably for memories. So this is everything with minifigures. Now I'm going to take it apart into its mill plates, and then we're going to move it downstairs. So let's do that. Here it is in its mill plates. So we have a section right here. Then we have a section right here that comes apart. And then the final section is right over here. So all I have to do is put the mill plates in place, connect the tracks, and put it in where its final location in the amusement park. So we'll do that right away. So now I'll show you the placement of where I put the tunnel and over the tunnel path and staircase. So this is right now where my Disney castle is. It's surrounded by the two staircases. This one over here goes to the loop roller coaster and the hotel. And then this one over here goes across above the tunnel and to the new Ferris wheel ride. And I like where that's positioned. It's kind of high up, so it gives the ride a little bit more flavor. And as you can see, the roller coaster is right up against the tunnel. So that makes sure that the minifigures can walk over the tunnel and past the roller coaster. And there's the train. It just moves right into the tunnel. It'll be running, obviously. And that's this side of the tunnel. Now I'll show you what I did with the other side. Here's the other side. And you can see the merry-go-round carousel is in place. So there's the station and the tunnel, and I'll get a little closer and show you how it all well integrates together. Here's the merry-go-round. I used the fence elements from the mixer. I think they work really well with the merry-go-round because it's round. And then here I have the path with the railway, and it goes into the tunnel, and there's the staircase and the elevator. So coming from there, and if I zoom on out a little bit, I can see how the whole thing integrates. And I put some plants and that around there. And then there's the sidewalk that comes from the Chinatown area. So that all works out. And I think it looks really good. And if I go from the top, it even looks better. And with the roller coaster in the way, everything integrates well. So that's placement of what I've worked on. I think it looks really, really good and very detailed. And I like it a lot and hope you do too. And just as another note, I have here the rail. This is going to be where the entrance is going to be, right about here. And then the haunted house will be about somewhere around here. And then I still have a lot of work to do on this area here, and we will continue it. So overall, I think it works really well. It looks good. And lastly, I've expanded the table here from where I used to have my Star Wars collection. That's moved, and I think it looks really good now. And this will be in further expansion. I'm gonna move the beach way down here, way over down right here. And then I'm gonna put some more underground railway here and some more above. I have lots of plans. If you're wondering where I put my Star Wars collection, I've put it right over here in this room. And I've added a lot more shelving areas and a small shelf here. So this is what now is going to be my Star Wars area and Lego area, and I have lots of shelving space left, so that's good. And we will continue to fill this area up, and it should be great. So that's what I did with my Star Wars collection. So I moved it in the city so I could put that table there as you see it in place. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I enjoyed bringing it to you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and leave me some comments. I love reading comments. So until next time, I'll try to post some videos early in the new year of some of my progress. Until then, have a great day.